Welcome back to another Yoke-Nastic workout. It's been almost a year since I released footage like this. I hope you enjoy this particular training. So to start off, we're warming up with some push-ups. And then right after, we're doing some planche push-ups. This is where your feet are in the air. Now, my form is not really the best here. I can do a much better job by doing hollow body. And obviously, the form is not perfect, but I wanted to try it out just to see where my strength is at. Because I see guys doing it online, I'm like, damn, I gotta try this too. So this is the planche push-up of hex dumbbells, since I don't have any parallettes on me. And it's a pretty nice variation, man. It's like, this is very, very hard. For a guy who could bench a lot, guys, this will rock your mind. I challenge anybody who can bench in the 300s to try doing some planche push-ups. It's a whole different ball game. There's total body tension involved. There's leverages. It's just it's made me rethink my entire concept about numbers and stuff, because it's all about leverages for the most part. So these planches are very, very difficult. Of course, it is bent arm and it's a planche push-up, not perfect form, but whatever. I just wanted to try it. So now, here's some doubled light and average bands. Guys, wow. The tension is absolutely insane. I don't even know how much it is, but I'm guessing minimum 500 pounds of band tension, because doubled average, nobody does doubled average. That is monstrous tension. I'm assuming over 300 off those. And then the doubled lights, well, we already know it's about 200 pounds. So I can assume at least 500 pounds of band tension. And it certainly feels that way when I do these rack pulls above the knee, which I'm sure you're happy to see me doing. But yeah, man, this is the best exercise for the traps. And let me tell you, it only took me 1 minute to set up these bands. 1 minute. I got doubled lights and doubled average. So now I don't have to load up the bar with a bunch of plates. And with the bands, man, really, really, really maximizing that weighted stretch. This feels much more than 1,000 pounds because it's pulling you down. See, it's not just about the number. It's the fact that this is pulling you. So let's say it was 1,000, for instance, right? Just straight weight. Yeah, that's very effective. You're really pulling on the traps. But imagine if you got 1,000, but it's actively pulling you down through band tension. That's where things get very insane. And that's what I'm doing here, man. The rack pull above the knee with doubled bands is really, really, really difficult. This is only 405, guys. But at the top, it's a lot more than that, certainly. It's probably 905, plus the pulling down. So this is extremely, extremely challenging. It was a fast part. It was only less than 10 minutes to get this part done. All right, so it doesn't have to be time wasting. And I really, really, really felt my upper back and traps being pulled, man. It also builds your midsection too. So honestly, this is gonna be the perfect exercise for my cut. There's no point doing a lot of block pulls and stuff like that, or even pulls off the floor. I mean, I don't really care about that, and I just want to do this to get yoked. So it's definitely working. This is only 4.5 plates, but look what 4.5 plates can produce. Very, very, very challenging. So that said, let's move on to some dips. This time I'm doing it with a pause. I've been trying to increase my pause dip because I want to see how much it carries over to the touch and go dip. And also I feel like it's going to be a good control move, and it's going to be really good for the gymnastics as well. So I like the pause dips. They're quite nice. I've also seen some guys on Instagram do it. So it's a cool lift. Also, I'd like to mention that since I started this cut, I haven't really been doing much weights at all. Most of my stuff has been on the rings or just on the floor or off bars. And despite all that, my strength is still really damn good. I don't think I lost any strength in the calisthenics movements or even in weight training at all. In fact, sometimes my friend is going to do some overhead press and I'll go right next to him and my performance is still on point. So I'm really, really not worried about my strength. As I pointed out, when you're a natural guy, you don't really lose that much strength during a cut, especially if your program is correct, it's on point. So I think I'm just going to get leaner and obviously a little bit smaller there, but my strength is not going to lose that much. And even if I do, Bulgarian light, baby, that's all you got to do. 1 or 2 weeks, you're good. But yeah, this is 135, pretty easy. Let's move on to my final set. Yeah, how do you like that? 80 kilograms, 180 pounds. That's my body weight right now. So I did a body weight dip for a pause rep. About a month ago, I believe, I did 180 for a triple. And at my peak, I did 180 for 5. So when you do it pause, you lose a good 2 reps or so. So it's quite good, but I'm very happy with the lift as well. So yeah, this is some skin the cat. I decided to take my shirt off because I'm the only guy in the gym. Legit, I'm the only dude. It seems like nobody's been showing up ever since we had these snowstorms. I'm up in here in Montreal, Canada, bro. It's freezing outside. Like freezing, freezing, freezing. I'm talking minus 25 and more. Minus 30 in terms of real feel and things of that nature. So nobody's showing up, and I'm pretty much the only dude all alone, shirtless, doing gymnastics and lifting and even doing the boxing training. Like, I think it really demonstrates how people don't really have a lot of work ethic. But anyway, this is Skin the Cat. I told you guys about this in a recent Q&A. This is really, really good. It'll build mobility in the shoulders like crazy. It'll build lower back strength. It'll build hollow body. I'm really, really enjoying this exercise. I do it every workout. Also, it hits the biceps very hard, man. The first time I ever did this was with a bar, and I felt like I was going to tear a bicep. Actually, I thought I tore a bicep because there was so much strain on it. The pressure on the biceps is insane when you're supinating at the bottom, which is what you're supposed to do. So for beginners, I recommend doing this on a bar, overhand grip. Then you want to move on to underhand grip on the bar. Then you want to move on to rings with the twisting at the bottom. So this exercise is insane, okay? Now, here are some ring support. So rings turn out, RTO. And you could see, man, my physique is coming along pretty nicely. And also, I've corrected a lot of the form issues that you guys point out. So I really appreciate all these gymnasts and calisthenics guys giving me their input. So you could see my arms are completely locked out. There's no more bent arm crap, which I was doing before. You can see the biceps are being engaged like crazy with the rings turned out. Midsection is looking crisp, of course. Muscles looking good. The only thing I really need to work on is the pressing a little bit more. I gotta lean back a little bit because I have a habit of leaning forward and shrugging at the top. I guess my traps are like so strong that I have a habit of doing this. But you see my traps right there? They shouldn't be shrugged so much. I gotta pull my shoulders down a little bit more. That's what I'm really, really having trouble with. No longer is the locked arms a problem. The locked arms is fine. The stability is fine. The strength is fine. I need to work more on the form a little bit. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on. And also, this is rings turned out. Before I was only doing straight. But yeah, here's some L-hold pull-ups now. Yeah, you can see the volume of the workout is pretty something else. Like it's up there. And look at those lats. I'm really loving this gymnastic stuff in calisthenics. It's really good, man. For lats, like, wow. They're just popping, man. And it hits the midsection. Everything you do hits your midsection, man. I mean, why should I do a regular pull-up if I could do an L-hold? That's what I'm trying to work on as well. My hollow body, man. Hollow body is a major issue for me because as a serious lifter, it's been the complete opposite. You want to extend. You want to stay tight on your pulls. But now, I have to unlearn that habit, man. Like, hell, maybe even I'll drop the pulls altogether because it's hard to mix the two. Hollow body is where it's at. But that's where it is, man. Gotta have that posterior pelvic tilt, okay? L-holds are very good for that. So are pull-ups. Now here's some front lever negatives. I can usually do them straight if I'm not tired, but this is the end of the workout for the most part, so just doing the negatives. And you can see each repetition it gets more and more sloppy. And the front lever is absolutely phenomenal. It's a very good lift when you can build up to it. It'll build your upper back. It'll build your midsection, like the whole midsection. I mean, a lot of these moves are just so effective. And I'm telling you, man, when I'm lean, you're going to see that midsection is going to be diced to the socks, as Louis Marco likes to point out. This is it. L-hold negatives. Give it a shot. Now, we're going to do some ring extensions. The beauty about ring extensions is that there's no limit to it. And when you're at the end of a workout, you're so tired that you don't have to put the rings all the way at the bottom. So you literally don't have to do dumbbell extensions or barbell extensions if you don't want to. Ring extensions got you covered. I'm so tired that I had to raise the rings a bit. Usually I go a bit lower. So it's perfectly calibrated. Now, here's an exercise I learned from Dan Jong Conditioning. Really like his channel. I'm learning a lot from him. And basically what you do is you form a hollow body position. Of course, my head could be tilted back a little bit more. And then you lock your arms fully and you do these little circular rotations. That's going to condition the elbows to do more advanced moves like planches, ring stuff, even Maltese, which is a super advanced move. And it's also going to build a hollow body. So this is a really great exercise if you're trying to work on the planche. And that's why I'm doing it for the most part. And look at my elbows. That's called hypermobile. And with that said, here's the final exercise for this workout, which is a hammer curl. From now on, I'm only doing really slow and controlled type stuff with squeezing, and I'm locking at the bottom because this is what's going to help me the most for the rings mostly, you know. And of course, if I want to do like heavier curls, that'll be reserved for arm wrestling. And in that case, I'll continue to do the partials and the heavy body momentum and stuff like that. But for the purpose of the calisthenics and all that, I had to drop the weight a little bit. So there's only 20 pounds. Sometimes I'll do 25, 30, but I don't really go more than 35 at the absolute max. And I just do higher volume, and I squeeze, and I flex my triceps at the bottom. Make sure everything is safe. So that's it, man. Hope you enjoyed this full body workout. If you want more like these, let me know, and I'll talk to you all next time.